Welcome back everyone, thanks for joining me for another royal update. As many of you know from my last video and Twitter, I'm currently road tripping through the southern United States. We started in Louisiana and are now in Mississippi, heading either to Tennessee or Alabama next. It's been an epic adventure so far, filled with fun and excitement. Here's a holiday photo of us in New Orleans, where we went for dinner on a riverboat steamer. Such a lovely Christmas day. We spent Christmas itself at the beautiful Rose Manor, which I'll share more about when I'm home and can put together a proper holiday video. There's so much to catch you up on from the trip. But for now, let's dive into the latest royal news. While on break, I discovered the amazingness of eggnog and watched lots of Christmas films. First up is another cute photo of the Wales kids, George, Charlotte, and Louis, likely taken during the same shoot as their Christmas card. As I said before, the card itself wasn't very festive, but the kids are adorable. Charlotte looks like such a boss. Louis is cuddled up sweetly to his big sister, who he clearly adores, and George stretches to get his arm around her. It's a lovely sibling snapshot, and I always appreciate the prince and princess sharing these family moments. Speaking of the Wallaces, let's look at the royal family's annual Christmas church walk. Camilla looked lovely in a light brown coat and matching feathered hat, coordinating nicely with Charles' familiar Christmas jacket. He seemed in great spirits. Princess Anne was stunning in a cream and brown outfit with a beautiful hat. Apparently, the matching scarves were gifts from Charles. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh attended with their kids Louise and James, who are growing up so quickly. And of course, the Princess of Wales wowed in a blue version of the same Juliet millinery hat she wore on St. David's Day. She looks gorgeous in any color with her signature smile. Catherine never fails to dazzle. Wear a bin bag and it would no doubt appear in Vogue now. The princess was of course escorted by her adorable children and her husband. The two young princes were dressed in blue like their mother, with a slight different detail, with Prince Louis' trousers where he was blue and green check. Princess Charlotte was also in green. And Prince William, again, much like Louis, he had the combination of both. He was wearing the blue suit, which we often see as a bit of a uniform for the Wales family. But he had a forest green tie which matched his daughter's coat. The Wales family had a special addition to their walk in the form of Mia Tyndall. She is the eldest daughter of Mike and Zara Tyndall, and she was playing big cousin to Prince Louis. Absolutely adorable, wonderful photographs of the two cousins smiling and holding hands. Mia was photographed alongside her cousins, as well as the Princess of Wales, collecting flowers and gifts from all of the well-wishers. The gifts are often mostly given to charities and organizations and hospitals, and to children less fortunate. And Prince George seemed to be particularly taken with one particular gift. All the children have grown in so much confidence, they were greeting people by themselves, not holding their parents' hands. It's clear that the cousins and the brothers, all of the siblings, all together look out for each other. Mia and Princess Charlotte looked like they were thick as thieves. His older cousin Zara when they were children, and it's beautiful to see both their children now growing together just as they did now. One thing I did find particularly funny this year was Prince Louis' crown was stolen for someone who was going to play up for the cameras, and that is Mike and Zara's youngest daughter, Lena Tyndall. It was very obvious that she had no intentions of behaving herself on this walk, and you could see in a couple of photographs Zara was getting a little. Reminded me of Catherine at the Jubilee when Prince Louis was just hyped up and overexcited their young children at the end of the day. And I don't think she was misbehaving, but you can tell Zara was just getting to that point that you can see that mums sometimes have on their face. But Mike, I feel, swooped in and handled his youngest daughter in the best possible way. Now, it's very clear from a lot of the photographs that we have had shared that the Tyndalls are incredibly close with the Wales family. He is a wonderful. As you may have seen, the royal family attended the traditional Christmas service in Sandringham. It was wonderful to see Prince William and Kate bringing along their children George, Charlotte, and Louis. Prince Louis was quite the scene stealer, seeming to have boundless energy as young children often do. He kept Kate busy, but she handled it with patience and grace. Prince William also kept a watchful eye over his brother James's fiancée, Elizabeth Thevenet. It appears she was a bit nervous being around the royal family, which is understandable. William channeled his mother Diana's kindness, making Elizabeth feel comfortable and part of the family. It's clear William cares for his brother and future sister-in-law. Another family member who required some gentle guidance was Ferguson. She seemed rather overstimulated and giddy at the gathering. At one point, Princess Beatrice had to firmly yet lovingly encourage her mother to mind her manners and stick with the group. Speaking of Beatrice, she looked radiant as ever. That special glow she carries since marrying her Prince Charming suits her beautifully. She styled her signature headband flawlessly. Beatrice is truly becoming one of my favorite non-working royals. Beatrice's father, Prince Andrew, was also present with her sister, Princess Eugenie, and brother-in-law, Jack Brooksbank. It warmed my heart to see the family gathered together, chatting and enjoying the holiday spirit. It reminded me of all the Christmases past, with the Queen Mum and Prince Philip surrounded by their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Though times change, this tradition endures. The younger generation now represents the elder statesmen and women. But the spirit of family remains constant. Seeing their bonds of affection and generosity, I find no truth in the accusations of cruelty, coldness, and dysfunction. If anything, this family has shown tremendous grace under fire these past few years. I feel deeply for what they've endured from those attempting to tarnish their name. But the images of their smiling, joyful faces provide the most powerful truth. All but one among them, that is, the one who now finds himself across the sea, cut off from this connection. How sad that his children will not experience this cherished family tradition. Still, life goes on for the working royals, focused on duty and service. On a lighter note, Downing Street released a humorous video clip featuring our Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. I won't spoil it for you, but do watch through to the end. It gave me a good chuckle. Sunak managed to poke fun without ruining the magic of love actually or Hugh Grant's iconic dance scene. Well, my friends, that about wraps up my holiday update for now. I must get back on the road again soon. While American highways initially seemed intimidating, I'm starting to enjoy the open road. I hope to connect again before New Year's Eve. If not, I wish you all the happiest and healthiest 2023. Enjoy your holidays and I'll be in touch soon.